so this just lifts right up. That takes strength to do that. That is not a squirrel, that is a raccoon. We're here at a house in Stratford. This customer believed that they had squirrels. They do not. I've already done a quick inspection of the roof. I'm going to take you up there in a minute so you can see what I'm talking about. But there are watermelon-sized holes. There's two in particular where the liner from the soffit has been ripped right from the wall and the soffit pushed right up. It's a very common way they get in. Also, right behind me here, there's a roof-soffit intersection where the soffit actually held together, but the part that kind of meets with the wall was just forced right in. This is an example of a roof-soffit intersection. It's where the roof line runs right up and meets up with the soffit. This one looks good, but as we crawl over here, we're going to step off our ladder here and climb up this steep portion. I'm going to show you. This here is too much damage for a squirrel. That was forced in with brute strength. For sure this is a raccoon. The main entry point is obviously on the front side of the house, like I was just showing you 2 seconds ago, but we're gonna run with the assumption that we're dealing with a raccoon. So what we've got here is a soffit intersection, and I've already got a piece sort of kind of pre-cut. I've got my tacks in place here. Hopefully you can see that, and just got to cut it to fit still, but for the most part it should be pretty well ready to go. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit nice. That's gonna fit real nice. There, a little more. Beauty. So let's get our first tack in there on the end. The waterproofing's spread right out. That's all tacked in. Nothing's testing through that. Nothing's pulling that down. That's solid. All right, so this is basically the top of a downspout. So what'll happen is the raccoon will crawl right up the downspout and perch themselves right on here and just start tearing away at the soffit. Make sure that this stays nice and sealed so the raccoons cannot pry away. Perfect. That is tight. That is very tight. And now what we're doing here is sealing up one of these smaller attic vent covers. These are one of the smaller ones I've seen, but nevertheless, it is indeed an attic vent. We've got our waterproofing down and our cage down. I'll show you that in a sec. We're just going to get it tapped in. That's what that looks like. It's one of our cages. Smaller attic vent. I'm not used to seeing them this small, but nevertheless, it is an attic vent, and it is an entry point for things like squirrels, birds, chipmunks. Red squirrels will be all over that. All right, now I know you've seen us do a few of these before, but this is pretty much going to be the same thing. Okay, gonna get another one. Get down to the other side here. Okay, just gonna kind of bend this in a little bit. Perfect. Now that plumbing vent is complete. All right, so here we are with another corner tack. I've already gotten it started, but it's the same concept as the one in the front. Okay, that takes care of that. So get a pretty good idea. Again, the raccoon will try to sit here, tug here, can't go anywhere.